welcome to the start of WinterWeen that Gabby from Gabby Reads and Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte is throwing. Or, you know what I'm talking about. It's from the 3rd to the 9th, I believe. So today till whatever the 9th is, I can't think right now. Yeah, one of the prompts is chills and thrills. So for that one, I'm picking In Every Generation by Kendare Blake. I started it. I'm on page 30, so I'm not that far in yet. But I would say if you haven't read Buffy, it does give away like little hints about like certain things that happened. And one of them's a big thing. So if you haven't got like very far in, then like if you're still watching the show, because I know some people are like never finished the show, but they're still watching it. So if you're still watching the show, then I wouldn't read this, especially if you haven't watched like the last couple of seasons of it, like from 5 to 7. I would say not to read this, especially if you're a big Willow fan, because they talk about some stuff that happens, I'll just say, in season 6. So yeah, so just be prepared for that. So yeah, but I really like it. In this one, Buffy is dead. As far as we know, she's dead at least, and we find out stuff about Willow's daughter, and she's gonna be the next Slayer. And to say that we find out something very like wow about her. So yeah, and Willow in general, like I was like, what did Willow do? What happened? So yeah, just be prepared. So yeah, I thought it was interesting, and that's why I've been tabbing, because I'm tabbing like stuff like I'm gonna go back because I haven't really tabbed the magic because I forgot. But I tabbed one thing that was magic, but I didn't tab the other thing that was magic. So I want to go back and tab more of the magic stuff in it, because Willow, I mean, she is also a witch, I mean, Willow's a witch, so, her daughter has that power as well. So, yeah. And I will say there's guest appearances by a lot of people from Buffy, so that's another reason why they talk so much about, like, different things that happened in the show. So, like I said, just be prepared for that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Like I said, I'm on page 30, and I can't wait to continue. So, what I was going to say before I forgot. So I'm using this color, like I guess that's a lighter purple. I don't really know. But I'm using that for like anything that's relevant to the Buffy show. And then this one I'm using for magic. So yeah. So those are the two I've been using. Did I use anything else? Let me see. Of course, orange is favorite things I found funny, or favorite favorite passages, And then blue, I'm just doing everything else that just other information I want to remember. So I don't know if there's going to be any romance. If there is, then I'll use the pink. Otherwise, I'll use the pink for friendship. Yellow, of course, is going to be things that make me sad, like a death, or things that piss me off, like if people are mean to other people, whatnot. And you guys already know green for me is my favorite quotes and things that reason with me. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. And I got my book of the month, so I figure I'm going to show it to you. I don't know, I think today's video I will probably get ready to go up in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to be like vlogging every day or not. We'll see. Let me show you the one I got as the main pick first before I do the add-on. If I can get it out. My fingers don't want to work today. So my main pick was the Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. I just love this cover. It is so stunning, especially in person. Like if you see it in person, you know, yourself. But look at the flap. I love the pretty color, like the rose or whatever color it is. And then of course it's just like that, but I just love this color. I don't know too much about this. I know that there's like a mystery. I mean, it's like 2 time periods and there's a mystery with clues. Sorry, you guys, I have a real bad sore throat. It says, it's a tantalizing novel about secrets, betrayals, and murder within one of New York City's most impressive Gilded Age mansions. It says 8 months since losing her mother in the Spanish flu outbreak of 1919, 21-year-old Lillian Carter's life has completely fallen apart. For the past 6 years, under the moniker, I don't know, Angelique, Lillian was one of the most sought-after artist models in New York City, with status based on her wait a minute, let me start that over again. New York City, with status is based on her figure gracing landmarks from the Plaza Hotel to the Brooklyn Bridge. Excuse me. But with her mom gone, a grieving Lillian is rudderless, something like that, and desperate. The work has dried up, and a looming scandal has left her entirely without a safe haven. So when she stumbles upon an employment opportunity at the Frick, F-R-I-C-K mansion, a building that ironically bears her own visage, something like that, Lillian jumps at the chance. But the longer she works as a private secretary to the imperious and demanded Helena Frick, the daughter and heiress of the industrialist, how is that word? I cannot pronounce that word. Industrialist. It's industrialist. And art patriot Henry Clay Frick. The more deeply her life gets entwined with that of the family, pulling her into a tangled web of romantic trysts, stolen jewels, and family drama that runs so deep the stakes just may be life or death. Excuse me. It says, nearly 50 years later, mod English model Veronica Weber has her own chance to make her career and with it earn the money she needs to support her family back home within the walls of the former Frick residence, now converted into one of New York City's most impressive museums. But when she, along with a charming intern, budding art curator named Joshua, is dismissed from the Vogue shoot taking place at the Frick collection, she chances upon a series of hidden messages in the museum. Excuse me. Messages that will lead her and Joshua on a hunt that could not only solve Veronica's financial woes, but could finally reveal the truth behind a decade-old murder in the famous Frick family. So it sounds like it's going to be good. I'm really excited for that one. And then for my add-on, I got The Maid by Nita Pross. Something like that. Oh, sorry, you guys. I still got my cold, so I'm like, my throat is hurting. I'll show you the bookmark first. I love this bookmark. It says, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I can be. Or I can play center field or be center field. I don't know. Anyways. This one says, a dead body is one mess she cannot clean up. So this is about Molly Gray. She works at this hotel or something like that as a maid. And she walks in, when she goes to this one guy's room, he's dead. And the cops think it's her. And then it says that other people are trying to help her, like, that she doesn't even know she had friends. These friends are trying to help her, like, you know, show that she didn't do it and stuff like that. And it says it has like a Clue vibe to it, you know, the show, the movie Clue. And also like a, what's it called? It's like a game thingy. What's that called? a locked mystery, a clue-like locked room mystery. So yeah, so it sounds like it's gonna be really fun. I might try to read this week during the excuse me, during this readathon. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if Drew can get to it this week. And I kind of want to buddy read it with Drew. So if he can't get to it this week, then I'm hoping that we can read it next week. But this would be so much fun to read this month. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This one is for the prompt Chills and Thrills. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. And I will update you guys later. I need to rest my voice. Or my throat. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys all in the next clip. Hi everybody. Sorry I haven't updated you. I haven't really read much more in this. I read to page 50. Just because I wanted to finish the book that I was in the middle of. That way I could go into the rest of this week just reading books for this readathon. I know that this is for WinterWeen, but I'll talk to you real quick about this one, and then I'll tell you about the book that I read, even though it doesn't pertain to WinterWeen. But I figure since it's not going to be a super long vlog, I'll put, because I was gonna just get this one ready to go up tomorrow. So since it ain't gonna be a very long vlog, I'll tell you about this, and then I'll tell you what I read and what I gave it. But yeah, I got to page 50. It's really good. Like I said, at least I think I told you guys in here. I can't remember, but it's definitely a book that if you haven't watched the show and you ever plan on watching the show, that you definitely need to read this before. Read this after. Like I would say you could read the first, like maybe 3 or 4 seasons, and you won't get really too spoiled. You know, if you only watch the first 4 seasons, and haven't read the rest, you know, you get spoiled a little bit for the first. I don't know what I'm trying to say. If you try to read this, and you haven't read, you haven't watched seasons 5, 6, 7, and 7, especially 6 and 7, then definitely don't read this, because 6 and 7, it has a lot of spoilers for 6 and 7 in the book. So yeah, like I said, if you ever plan on watching Buffy and you haven't, like I said, make sure that you at least have watched the first 3 or 4 seasons before you read this book. Maybe even 5. They do mention something that happens in 5. But a lot of stuff that gets spoiled is from 6 and 7. So, yeah, for the show. But yeah, I'm really liking, the different, we get different references. Like I said, that's why spoilers for the TV show. Because there's a lot of references, especially, like I said, for season 6 and 7. And since I've watched 6 and 7 50 million times, probably not that many times, but a lot, you know, it's fine for me to read this one. And I'm loving it. So, I'm hoping to get a bigger chunk of this read tomorrow. But yeah. Let me open up my water real quick and get a sip, and then I'll tell you real quick about the book that I finished, even though it's not for this readathon. And I'm gonna go take some NyQuil because I'm really, my throat is really sore. So I finished Here's to Us by Becky Abatelli and Adam Severa. I never read What If It's Us? But I don't think you have to. Like, I read this and I wasn't lost, and they, Becky and Adam are really good about telling you what happened in the first book. So if you didn't read the first book, that will help you. I got spoiled for like the ending of the book, of the first book, and I did read like the first couple of chapters, so it really didn't, like I wasn't confused. So, yeah, but I really liked it. I love Arthur and Ben. Ben is definitely my favorite out of the two. I love Ben's friend, Dylan, I think his name is. And I forget what Dylan's girlfriend's name is, but I really like her too. There's this guy in here named Mario. I really liked him, but he was kind of a, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. And I felt bad for a certain character in this book. I'm not going to say who. It was one of the side characters, that's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. I felt really bad for this side character. Yeah, but I really thought it was cute. I didn't really annotate it, but there was a couple there. Green ones at the end that I tabbed. I don't think I can tell you what they say because it might be spoilery. Let me find it. If I can say this one. Yeah, I don't know if that would be spoiler. So, this one isn't. We kept trying to make our dates perfect when perfection is a myth. Ain't that the truth, though? No one's perfect. If it. So, yeah, definitely. So, I like that one. There's other quotes in here that I really like. And I do plan on sometime this year, since I do have What If It's Us, sometime this year I plan on reading it. And then rereading this and then annotating them both. So, yeah. But I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I really liked them both. Since I didn't read that much of the first book, I felt like I got to know, which is weird. I felt like I knew Ben more in this book than Arthur, which was strange. But I still liked Arthur, don't get me wrong, but it took me longer, like, to start liking him. Like, I thought he was okay at first, but it took me a little bit to warm up to him. But Ben, like, when I first started reading his pages, like, right away, I was like, oh, I'm really liking him, you know? Like, it felt like I've known him forever, where Arthur, it took me a little bit to warm up to him. I love that Ben's a writer. And I love that Arthur, like, does stuff with, like, plays or something. I don't know if it's a play or what it is exactly, but he does something like along those lines. And I just like that they're, you know, they mess up, you know. They're normal 18-year-olds. I think they were like 16 in the first book, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think they were 16, they said. And now they're 18 at the beginning of this book. So, yeah. I really liked, like I said, the side characters. Dylan was funny. His girlfriend I liked. I can't remember the one guy's name, but he seemed kind of nice. I think his name was Jacob, maybe. A friend of Arthur's. I can't remember if his name's Jacob or if it was something else. No, I don't think it's Jacob. I forget the guy's name. No, it's not. I don't think it's Jacob. You see. Maybe it's Elliot or Ethan? Let me see if I can find it real quick. This ain't gonna be that long, so what's the point, right? I mean, what's the worry? But let me see if I can find... I'm trying to see if I can find his name. But with this book, I finished 2. Ethan. I think his name's Ethan, know what I'm thinking of. I like Ethan as well. I don't know if Ethan was in the first book, because like I said, I didn't read a lot of the first one. I read up to where they met in the post office, and there was some kind of like like a dance mob or something like that, or something along those lines. And then I got spoiled at the ending, so yeah. So yeah, I really liked it though. I definitely would, like I said, read the first one for the first time and reread this one and annotate them both. But that is it for this first day. I only read 50 pages. I know that ain't much for the first day of a readathon, but yeah, I just haven't really been in the mood to read anymore since I finished Here's to Us, so yeah. But tomorrow I'm hoping to get most of, like half of this book done and start one of the other books. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow with the next reading vlog, so see you then.